Hey everyone, it's Camilla. Have you ever felt like your heart was pulling you one way, but your head was telling you something else? And you feel super conflicted, and part of you wants to do something, and part of you doesn't. And it's like this inner battle, this inner fight. Have you ever felt like it's been going on for quite a few years and you can't ever really make a decision because of that battle and that conflict? And some of the time you totally act in your heart, and then other times you totally act in your head and you can't get out of your head. Well, we just did a technique today to integrate those parts, and the incredible thing when you're able to do this, I would say that it is worth thousands of dollars to be able to integrate this type of conflict that you may have, because some people deal with this for decades, more than decades, feeling conflicted. If you're someone that has a hard time making decisions, it's very likely you have a lot of conflict in your life. And so when people come to this training, we do a technique that really, because what's actually happening is there's a blockage. And when there's this blockage, it stops the flow of energy going through you neurologically. And neurologically, if there's this blockage going on, this part that's blocking you from actually having flow in your life, then it's really hard to make decisions. It's really hard to, be congruent with yourself and totally whole and totally complete, which can be extremely difficult, especially in business, to make decisions that you really need to make. And so I come across a lot of people that feel like halfway in their business, or that why doesn't my business flow or really get to the place that it needs to, and it's because of this conflict, and they're really not able to resolve it. They don't understand. If that's you, put a thumbs up in the comments. So anyway, if this is happening with you and you've had this conflict for a long time, there's this woman today that she, forever and ever since she was young, was having this conflict, and it happened when she was a child, which happens to a lot of people. I know this happened with myself too. So I remember I had the belief that I grew up learning that you go to work, or you go to college, you get a degree, and then you work until the day you die. So then when I got married and my husband was an entrepreneur and he wanted to start businesses, then all of a sudden I was like, well, part of me really wants to build a business and part of me doesn't. And I always had this inner conflict. Even after we got the business going, I still was like, part of me wants to have him go back to work. So anyway, it can create serious problems in all areas of life. So anyway, it was the most beautiful thing to see her become congruent and integrate all of this conflict and be able to move forward in her business. She was already doing this business because the part of her that her heart yearned to do this business, she had already started it, just hadn't gotten quite to where she wanted it to. And now she feels free, like this weight came off her shoulders and the battle is gone. And it's such a beautiful, it's incredible. And we get to do this technique with one of the men that's at the training. I'm excited. I'll share it with you tomorrow. But if you are feeling conflicted and it's been going on for quite a while and it's really affected your life in a lot of areas of your life, it's time, don't you think? It's time to resolve that conflict. PM me, comment below, let me know how I can best serve you. Get on my schedule for next week. I'll do a mind map strategy session with you where we can totally go over all of your goals and see what your game plan is. And I can give you my 500-foot view point on what your situation is and how I can help you, give you my, like a path of what my plan would be for you. And really, if anything, regardless of anything, at least I help you move forward and help you, resolve something so that you can move forward in your life, because it sucks being stuck. It really, really does. And my heart just goes out to you. And honestly, to be frank with you, I get stuck too. I just have way better tools to be able to resolve it. And I mean, it's been mind-blowing this week to see how quick people can change and how fast you can blow the boundaries of your mind and those problems and really resolve those conflicts within you, because everything is created in the mind. Everything is created in your mind. And if you're able to really learn how to shift those things and have a new viewpoint, wouldn't it be totally worth at least meeting with me to see how I can help you move forward? I mean, just a mind map strategy session alone is valued at $1,000. And what if you could meet with me for free? So comment below and let's schedule a time next week to meet and at least help you overcome being stuck. And because what if just meeting with me allowed you to move forward in your life and create that real dream life that you want, that life you've always wanted, but for some reason you haven't been able to have yet? So reach out to me. I would love to serve you and help you in whatever way that is, and no matter what happens from then. So anyway, it's good to see you guys. Hope you've had a really wonderful week and keep pushing through. Love you. We'll see you around.